Mma agreed and insisted on normal delivery. There were complications, but in the end, her life was saved, and soon Tochukwu, Chiamaka's son, was born. For months after delivery, Mma was in pains. At a point, the pains were too much to bear that she has to undergo abdominal myomectomy, a surgery to remove the fibroids. However, the fibroids grew back, and as months went by, the pain became unbearable, leaving Emma with no option but to completely remove her womb through a medical process called hysterectomy. And that completely ruined Chidinma's chance of ever having her own children. After Chidinma lost her womb, Chiamaka became paranoid with the irrational fear that her sister would lay claim on her children. So she started avoiding her, and their relationship began to suffer. Anytime Mma mentioned visiting her sister to see the children, Chiamaka would find an excuse to stop her sister from visiting. Even her mother and brother Dalo started to avoid Chidinma. In fact, they completely cut her off and abandoned her when she needed them the most. One day, during a family gathering that Chidinma was not invited to, she appeared and confronted her family. What did I do to all of you, especially you, Chiamaka? How can you cut me off after what I did for you? She demanded. What you did for me? You mean sleeping with my husband and bearing his son? Ma was shocked to hear her say that aloud, since it was supposed to be a secret. Chidinma, I knew we were supposed to keep it a secret, but I couldn't bear it anymore. I tried, Ma. I tried to bear it, to keep your secret, to cover your shame, to forgive you. But it's tearing me apart. I'm sorry. I have to tell everyone. I told my husband and I told my mom and brother. I am sorry. Forgive me, please. Chiamaka said, crying. Ma was confused. What forgiveness was she talking about? How could you do that, Chidinma? How could you pretend to be your sister to sleep with her husband? How could you think of bearing his child? Their mother shouted at her. Chidinma was confused. Why are they making it look as if she did something wrong? Chidinma, I knew you've always been jealous of your sister, but this is sacrilege. It is a taboo, her brother Dalu said. Chidinma protested that she had never been jealous of her sister before. She asked what was going on, but nobody was listening to her. Months ago, in order to protect herself and her children, Chiamaka lied to everyone that Chidinma came to her house, pretended to be her, and slept with her husband. And when she got pregnant, they both tried to cover it up to protect their family reputation. So they claimed Chiamaka was the one pregnant. But since then, she had never been herself. The pain and the hurt was killing her, so she has to tell everyone the truth. When Udoka, her husband, heard it, he was so angry. He wanted to lock Chidinma up for what he called violation of his person. But Chiamaka begged him. So in the end, he agreed to let Chidinma go, but insisted he didn't want to set his eyes on her ever again. It was why everyone cut her off and why her family were so angry with her. Chidinma could not believe what was happening. How could all her sacrifices be turned against her? She almost lost her life when she gave birth to Somtoshuku, and she knew that if she was not pregnant when she discovered that she had fibroid, and if her sister did not insist that she push out the baby instead of the C-section that the doctor recommended, maybe she wouldn't have lost her womb. But she agreed to do it despite her life being in danger because it was for her sister and she loved her. How could they all turn against her? How could her own twin sister betray her like this? I am ashamed to have a daughter like you, Chidinma. Stay away from this family. I don't want to ever see you again, her mother said. I don't want to speak to you either, her brother declared. Chidinma wanted to defend herself, but before she could say anything, her sister interrupted. Mama, Brother Dalu, I know what Chidinma did was very wrong, but let's forgive her. We can't just cut her off. She's our family, my twin sister, and I love her very much, Chiamaka said, pretending to be the good one. However, her pleading made matters worse, causing the mother and the brother to insist that Chidinma is no longer part of the family. And after that, they stood and left, leaving the sisters alone. After they were gone, Mma looked at her sister. It was the face of the sister she had always loved. But at that moment, she seemed like an enemy. Why? Mma whispered. I am sorry, sis, but I have to protect myself. I can't have you coming to lay claim on my children now that you can't have yours, Chiamaka explained. The truth was that it never occurred to Mma to lay claim on Chiamaka's children. She believed that one,